Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? The forum is about to begin. Honorable to our lecturer, Dr. Idris, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to welcome you to this forum. Today's topic is, do we have a good education system to determine Ksaos? Before the forum begins, allow me to introduce the panel. This is Ainun Zanaria binti Abdul Rashid, Nabila Husna binti Muhammad Fazli, Nur Fika binti Ashri, and also Nur Shazwani binti Alias. Without wasting time, I would like to welcome our first presenter to deliver the discussion. Alright, Ainun, the floor is yours.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me a chance. Well, do we have a good education system in determining Ksaos? I do agree with this question. This is because university students will be involved in learning teamwork through group projects. Students are introduced to the concept of team building through a various group project in college. It's not only allow them to work in group, but give them opportunity to build up their leadership skills. Students are exposed to club and group at university, as for the example that constantly encourage a student to govern and conduct the program with the help of experienced persons such as their lecturer. As a result, it can assist people in developing leadership qualities. Besides, students also have effective time management by handling a variety of tasks. Students pretty much have a short study routine because of its regimented schedule, while college gives them freedom to students on how they want to utilize their time. As a result, they can learn how to prioritize multiple assignments and projects, also how to break a big task into smaller, manageable one, and how to achieve target within a deadline. And this is what most employers are looking for in people they hire. Based on my research for a few articles by Lori Wade, employees will complete their work in high quality if they have effective time management. Employers do not just see on employees' punctuality, but the quality of work. If the employees manage the time well and prioritize a vital activity, they can provide a better work quality. Thank you.
Thank you, Ainun, for the informative and interesting talk. Are there any panels that would like to give any opinion toward Ainun's speech?
Thank you, Ainun. At first, I disagree with your point, but later I realized that there's a good point between Ksaos and our education system. Yes, it is true that university life teach students to be involved in a group project, especially in a teamwork. Not only in the classroom, but if they join the club in university, they also can be involved in a group project. For example, every university has their faculty and club. Each of these groups will have their own strategies to make sure their students involved and show their credibilities to others. According to Australian College, time management skills for students is very important. Efficiency use of time also can reduce stress. As a student, think one of their to-do lists is also can provide a sense of achievement from fulfilling their goals. For example, they might be settle or complete their assignment on Friday. Then, for their weekend, they can spend their time with their friends or family. With all of this, they can apply it when they want to work and can gain the trust from the manager, also other colleagues in the organization.
Alright, thank you, Wani, for the statement given. Next, we would like to call the second panel, which is Nabila, for the next discussion.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me a chance to speak. I also do agree with the question, same as I know just now, as another important workplace characteristic is the ability to manage the task. University life exposes the students with this ability as they learn how to manage their own study routine, their meeting, assignment deadlines, working on multiple projects, and of course, they learn how to prepare themselves for their examinations. Students also have been exposed to a lot of useful skills such as skill of using Canva, Excel, Adobe, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and so on. Students who are already aware of how to prioritize things, we work with to-do lists, planners, and hence develop a system that can enhance their productivity are likely to face fewer problems at the workplace. In addition, everyone is aware of the excessive amounts of assignments that the students have to prepare in their entire academic career. This not only helps in achieving better grades, but it is help them to make themselves aware of the process of writing, drafting, editing, rewriting, and proofreading. For an example, when the students need to do some thesis or report, they need to know how to insert the citation, how to do the table of contents automatically, the table of the reference, and they should also know how to compile or link two documents together. Hence, as the students work upon their writing skills in college, they are actually preparing themselves for better job opportunities. It is because in work-life ladder, especially in human resource department, we need to have those editing skills that I have mentioned just now, so that the student will have broad opportunities when it comes to job opportunities.
Alright, thank you for the informative and interesting talk, Nabila. Is there any panels again that would like to give any opinion regarding to Nabila's speech?
Thank you. Well, I agree with your point, Nabila, where students nowadays need to perform well, especially in the additional subject provided by the education system, such as skills of using and editing software like Canva, Adobe, and the others. Even though it makes any sense in this higher Malaysian education system, somehow making it compulsory for the students to pass it with flying colors every semester seems ridiculous to me. Instead, students should get freedom to recognize, choose, and develop their side skills on their own, as that will be part of their job scope in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Fika, for the statement given. Well, now we would like to move to the next discussion regards our topics, which is the third panel, which is Fika. You can start now.
Thank you, moderator. In my opinion, I don't agree with our topic for today, meaning to say I don't think a good education system define a student KSOAS because firstly, academic grades don't define intelligence. There is no strong correlation found between the educational level of an employee and their job performance. Instead, it has been found that the intelligence scores of a person indicate their job potential in a better way. Having said that, the academic scores of a person only indicate what they have studied in the degree. For me, it is more like a license to a person to be in the working field, but to convince the employer, they need more than that. Therefore, it is still a question for the employers on what criteria they should hire people. In a 2019 report, the Society for Human Resource Management found that 51% of its members who responded to a survey said the education system have done little or nothing to help address the skill shortage. The top missing soft skills according to this member is problem solving, critical thinking, innovation and creativity, deal with the complexity, ambiguity, and communication. Other than that, the education system today still gives the students a lack in people skills. It can be observed that universities are not spending more time on enhancing the soft skills, or what the employers call as people skills of the student. For example, problem solving skills, leadership, and communication skills. Based on the article I have been reading, one of the reasons why Malaysian fresh graduates struggle with unemployment is because the lack of soft skills, like the technical problem solving that the employers require to compete for job in Malaysia. The people skills are actually a crucial factor that the employers look for in the applicants. This is mainly because of the increasing use of technologies like machine learning and artificial intelligence in the industry. The most valuable word skills will be those that machines cannot yet perform, like soft skills. Thus, the employers today want candidates who have skills other than machine, such as empathy, emotional intelligence, resilience, and integrity that defines more about the Ksaos in the future. Yeah, that is from me. Thank you.
Thank you for this speech given, Fika. Is there any panels that would like to add or comment to her speech? How about you, Ainun?
Thank you, moderator. Yes, I do agree with you, Fika. Based on my research on all the newspaper, it shows that our university are not producing graduates with the appropriate curriculum that the university need. There is a skill mismatch with employer prioritizing soft skill and work experience. Besides, there is a low take-up for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics among graduates. Thank you.
Thank you for both opinions. Without wasting our time, I would like to welcome our last panel for today, which is Shazwani.
Thank you to our moderator. If you ask me, do we have a good education system to determine KCOs? My answer is no. Why? Is it because our education system has poor planning and insufficient resource at all? Based on my research, the study indicates some 45% students in sample have made no effective progress in a critical thinking, complex reasoning, writing in the first 2 years, and 37% did not improve after 4 years in a period of studies. Well, we all know not all students have same level of knowledge, skills, and abilities. We can see in our country that we have a system that our management follows to know the IQ levels of each student by measure based on their grade in the examination. For example, since COVID-19 began, our education system has changed from face-to-face classes to learning online classes. So, from this, we can see that our education system will not able to apply KCOs to students directly. Next, lack of basic skills. Some of students may master the skills, some of them may not master about the skills. The skills involve, among other things such as reading, analytical skills, demonstrate argument, using resource appropriately, grammar, communicating, and organizing ideas effectively. Our education system do not really apply these basic skills to students, such as Microsoft Office, how to key in the information using the system, how to write a proper letter, and others. Don't be shocked that there are staff who already work do not know how to write a proper minutes of meeting because they don't have the skills how to write a letter and the minutes of meetings. From here, we know that education system does not apply the KCOs to students properly. When students lack with their skills in this area, their writing will ever unsatisfactory in multiple ways, from poor grammar and syntax to unclear organizations to weak reasoning and argument. Complicating matters is that a student often lack the metacognitive skills to recognize their areas which their prior knowledge and skills are insufficient, and these skills which skill they will improve in the future.
Thank you for the informative and interesting talk. So, is there any panels that would like to add their opinion or comment on Shazwani's speech? How about you, Nabila?
Yes, Shazwani, you make your point. But for me, effective oral communication representation also is very important during our work life in the future. During the academic career, there is a lot of presentation that the students have to do. So indirectly, it will help the student to improve their communication skills. Essentially, communication is without a doubt is one of the most important talents in the business. During the college, students might be introduced to public speaking, to presentation, or some else. But many of them, however, avoid presenting speeches or taking part in any discussion. This is why some people still lack in communication skills. Why, for those who are less likely to be terrified of giving a presentation at work later in their own careers. So in my opinion, we do have a good education system to determine the KSEOs of the students.
Alright, thank you for all the panels for interesting discussion just now. Ladies and gentlemen, finally we come to the end of our forum. We would like to say thank you to all the panels for the informative and interesting talk, and to the audience for actively participate. Hopefully the forum will be beneficial for everybody. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.